You aren't a main character. Main characters have an aura around them, an energy we can all see, while the rest of us are just kind of NPCs, simply existing as surround sound or side characters in the main character stories. But what is this aura in real life? What is a main character? How can you be a main character and get this main character aura? How can you be a main character and get this main character energy? Welcome to Tactics of a Hero. Your life is a story. Everyone's life is a story. And on this channel, we uncover different tactics to make your story as awesome as possible. You're the hero of your story, and you're in control of where it goes. And following the tactics on this page, we can guarantee that you'll create a story that you're proud to live. But if you're an NPC or a side character, you don't really have a story. And if you did have a story written about you, it wouldn't sell. It'd sit on the shelves without a single read. Maybe one from your mom. But what makes a main character versus an NPC? Or a readable story versus a non-readable story? There's 3 things that must be accomplished to be a main character and make your story one that people would actually want to read. And make it a story that you're proud to have created, a story that you're proud to have lived. And a story that you're proud to have created is one that you're happy to live inside of. Being a main character absolutely will make your life so much more enjoyable. But first, let's talk about what being a main character isn't. Being a main character is not being an extrovert or being a narcissist. It's not those loud people that run in the middle of the room saying, all eyes on me. There are so many cases in real life, in movies, and stories, where the main characters simply avoid the spotlight. You can be a main character, one that people love, one that people follow, with an amazing story and an amazing life, while hating attention and talking to people. On the second side of that, it's not being a narcissist and making everything about you. Everybody's creating their own stories. Whether it's a story that they want or not, everybody's a hero of their own story. Understand that it's not all about you. Even though you might know what your story is and what you're trying to do, you always need to understand that everyone is the hero of their own story. Don't step on their toes and still be helpful to others. It's not all about you. So if that's not a main character, what is a main character and how do you get that main character energy? Well, the first thing you need to be a main character is direction, a meaning, a purpose. See, most people's lives are legitimate NPC lives. There's no direction to their story. There's nowhere they're going, no goal that they want to complete in their life. There's no reason that they're alive. It's just the same day on repeat, kind of just drifting through life. See, to be a main character, if your life was turned into a story, there needs to be a reason that you're reading that book. We're reading this book and we know you're trying to accomplish something. Whatever it is, there's a reason your book exists. There is an end goal, something that your life is progressing towards. Not just kind of this person that exists and just kind of reacts to things, like most people are. And even further on that point, your purpose can't be a single goal. If your purpose is to build a rocket or win the Olympics, the second you do that, your purpose is over. So what do you do the rest of your life? Most Olympians actually get depressed after they get their gold medal because they spent their whole entire life for that moment and they achieved it. What do they do now? Their entire life for that moment, it's done. So your purpose needs to be a purpose path. Something unachievable but a direction you can continuously walk. Making people happy is a purpose path. It will never be ended. For example, my goal is to make everybody's life story better. I can't ever achieve that. There's so many things I could endlessly do. Always a new product that can be made, always a new idea. So your purpose needs to be a purpose path, a direction that you continuously walk and can continuously do things to achieve your purpose. Every main character has this. The second part of having that main character energy is leading the cause. See, you could really care about something, but if you're not in this driver's seat, you're just following along. You're not in control of the destiny, you're just helping the main character achieve that purpose. To be the main character, you need to be in control of the story and how you get to that purpose. If you're working at Amazon and you really care about shipping rates and how fast you can get it out, you're still not the main character, you're just someone helping that purpose. Jeff Bezos said, he is the main character. So whatever your purpose is, you need to be able to steer the direction and control the fate of that purpose to be the main character. A side note on this, you can still have an amazing life and an amazing story as a side character or someone helping a purpose. As long as you have a purpose, your story is cool and awesome and more fun to live. You just aren't the main character. And the main characters are the stories that are always going to be the most entertaining and the most watched and the most bought. So the third thing. At this point, you have a purpose that you truly care about and it's the reason you're alive. You are going to achieve this purpose and walk down this path your entire life and you're in charge. You control if this destiny is reached or not. But the third thing is, it has to be a major part of your life and you have to be willing to do anything for this purpose. You can just kind of have a purpose for your life and do it maybe every other month or something, or I'll eventually get to it. And you can be in control. But if you're not actively, constantly pursuing it, if you're not willing to do anything to achieve it, you're not a main character. You're an NPC with some side ambitions. This needs to be a major part of who you are and why you're alive, and you need to be an unstoppable force in reaching this. With those three things combined, you are absolutely a main character. Because there's a reason you're alive. You have this aura around you, there's a reason that you exist. If your life was turned into a story, we're following your story of seeing that purpose existed. With you leading the charge, with you heading in the direction that you know you're going, and the unstoppable nature of you constantly doing things to achieve this goal, that's a story. And that's you being a main character to achieve it. In essence, main character energy is having a story. A reason that people are reading your story. A direction of your life. Everything you do is pointed in that direction, your path, the reason you're alive. And the people reading your story want to see it accomplished. And not only is this a good story to read, but it's a good, fun life to live. Because when you have a reason to live, something you truly care about, and you're passionate about achieving it, and you're willing to do anything to see it through, that's a fun and exciting life, and that's a fun and exciting story, and that is what makes you a main character.